안녕하세요, 반갑습니다. 와인마시나톰 이준혁입니다. 오늘은 론의 살아있는 전설 장루이 샤브를 만나러 가는 길입니다. 여기가 와이너리고요. 여기가 이제 와이너리 입구입니다. 도멘의 초인종을 누르자 장루이 샵께서 직접 마중을 나와주셨습니다. 저희는 멋지게 꾸며진 정원을 함께 걸으며 포도밭으로 향했습니다.
You don't have much nature in Seoul, do you? Not much.
Not much.
A lot of buildings.
yeah.
사실 장루이 샤브는 이미 세계적으로 명망 높은 생산자입니다만 한국에서는 아직 잘 알려지지 않은 것 같습니다. 장루이 샤브는 프랑스의 롬밸리를 대표하는 전설적인 생산자이고 그의 가문은 무려 1481년부터 와인을 만들어 왔습니다. 장루이 샤브는 가문의 16대 손으로 놀라운 와인을 생산하며 가문의 명성을 이어오고 있습니다.
So the claw is start here, but he goes up. You know,
Okay.
he used to go up back in the days. But then the property was split by the roads
Okay.
and the railroad.
Okay.
Railroad. But he used to go all the way
Going up.
Yeah. So it's why slowly we had replanted the hillside.
You bought this vineyard 2015, right?
No,
14?
2009.
2009.
But we've been like trying to understand the wines
see.
from 09 to 15. And 15 is the first
First
time
one,
we
yeah.
bottling separate. But we still use some of the clos in the Saint Joseph too.
Okay.
It's not all the clos that we use for this bottling. It's the very old vines, and we start to integrate a bit the older vines from the hillside.
방금 보여드린 포도밭에서 도멘의 끌로 플로랭 땅이 생산되고 있습니다. 수령이 아주 오래된 올드바인들이 많은 포도밭이라 아주 섬세하고 우아한 스타일의 와인이 만들어집니다.
Beautiful garden.
You see?
Yeah.
So that's the garden for the herbs. For either cooking or like infusion.
사실 프랑스 현지에 가보면 이렇게까지 예쁘게 꾸며놓은 포도밭은 드물죠. 아름다운 꽃들과 향기로운 허브가 포도밭을 향한 장루이 샤브 씨의 사랑처럼 느껴졌습니다.
The vineyard is really growing really fast this year. It's really beautiful. You came here before, right?
Yeah. One time before. 생조셉입니다. 포도밭이 너무 이쁘네요. 저도 오랜만에 왔는데 저도 2015년에 처음 구입한 줄 알았는데 2009년에 처음 구입해서 2015년까지 포도밭에서 연구를 하다가 저기까지 개간을 하면서 만들었다고 합니다. 이렇게 허브도 많이 키우시고 꽃들도 많이 키우시고 정원을 너무 이쁘게 만들어 놓으셨네요.
걷고 또 걸어도 도멘 장루이 샤브의 포도밭이 끝도 없이 펼쳐져 있습니다. 도멘 장루이 샤브는 무려 14.5헥타르의 포도밭을 소유하고 있는데요. 이곳 생 조셉 외에도 론강 너머의 에르미타주의 레드 6개, 화이트 4개의 플롯을 소유하고 있습니다. 한 걸음 한 걸음마다 무려 15세기부터 이어진 장루이 샤브의 역사가 느껴집니다.
So the idea of the clos is flower, fruit, and vegetable.
장루이 샤브 형이 운전하는 차를 타고 클로프랑땡 포도밭에 갔다가 이제 다시 도멘 장루이 샤브로 돌아가고 있습니다.
What do you want to taste? Everything's possible.
Whatever you want.
You want to taste 24, 25?
25?
25?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and taste 25.
이렇게 와이너리에서 배럴 테이스팅을 할 때면 대부분 화이트 와인으로 시작하곤 합니다. 지금도 도멘 장루이 샤브의 대표적인 화이트 와인인 에르미타주 블랑을 먼저 테이스팅 시켜주신다고 하는데요. 장루이 샤브 씨는 에르미타주의 진면목이 각각의 리웨디들의 특성을 살려 완벽한 비율로 어우러지게 하는 블렌딩의 미학에 있다고 강조합니다. 그래서 재밌게도 완제품이 아닌 각 리웨디별 배럴을 하나씩 따로 테이스팅하고 경험하게 해주시곤 합니다. 지금 테이스팅하는 와인은 2024 빈티지에 생산된 레 호쿨입니다.
That's Hokul.
굉장히 아로마틱하고 꽃향기라든가 약간의 버터스카치, 바닐라, 헤이즐넛. Could you explain about the 2024 vintage?
24 is like we do have a colder and wet spring. So we have some water, some rain, even on the flowering. And this kind of water lasts all the way till July almost. So we were always hoping to have a better month to follow. So we had to walk a lot in the vineyard, spraying on the steep slope.
Yeah.
That means a lot. Very big, huge job. But actually, we did well. Sometimes it's always difficult to compete with nature, you know. But actually, we won the game in some ways because at the end we managed to have some fruit. You know, we had no disease, but we had to walk a lot to have this fruit. And then what happened mid of July all the way to end of August, beautiful weather. Some rain beginning of August, but then boom, beautiful weather. End of August we had some good grapes, very good grapes. We just had a short window to harvest in September. We had to go fast because we had good grapes, but we didn't want more water on these grapes. So actually we had to pick in 10 days. We had to go through the harvest. And you will see at the end the wines are, I think here around here in the region, you will find some very good wine in 24. It's more like, obviously it's not a vintage of ripeness or too much ripeness, just like we had 23 is riper. Obviously 25 will be riper, but 24 is back in the days we'll have said it's a good normal vintage, you know, and that's what 24 is about. So the wines are very precise, very pure, fresh aromas for the white as well as for the reds.
되게 퓨어, 깨끗하고 굉장히 우아합니다.
자, 이번에는 2025 빈티지에 생산된 레 호쿨입니다. 아까도 이 앞에서 잠시 망설이시다가 2024 빈티지를 먼저 테이스팅 하자고 하셨는데요. 아마도 두 빈티지의 차이를 보여주고 싶으셨던 것 같습니다.
So that's 25. So to give you an idea, 24 was harvested September 12.
Yeah.
This is harvested August 19.
1 month earlier.
So very dense, but actually very well balanced, you know. It's very creamy, but it's not flabby, you know. It's rich but not that alcoholic.
It's like a 2003.
Yeah, but more balanced.
Yeah.
2003 was the grapes were more resins, you know, more dried. The grapes were pretty full of juice, you know. I mean, concentration, but not that resiny.
레호쿨의 2024, 2025 빈티지를 테이스팅하고 이동하는데 옆에 오래된 방이 보입니다. 이 방은 사실 엄청난 보물이 숨겨져 있는 방이죠.
사실 이쪽이 장루이 샤브의 비밀 셀러입니다. 예전에 2차 대전 때 만들었던 셀러인데 이렇게 나중에 갈 수도 있고.
장루이 샤브의 오래된 비밀 창고를 뒤로 하고 다음 리웨디를 테이스팅할 차례입니다. 이번에 만날 리웨디는 펠레아인데요. 흑해질 중심의 레호쿨과는 완전히 대비되는 성격의 토양, 즉 모래와 자갈로 이루어진 밭입니다.
That's Pelia.
별리야.
So always brighter
예.
and very elegant.
정말 우아하네.
So the problem is not the nature, is people. I think people is a problem. As you said, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, like wars, tax, tariff. They don't drink enough wine. It's always people the problem. It's not the nature.
예.
We do need to adapt to in a way that for the whites now we need to be very precise of when to pick. You know, you don't want to pick underripe grapes because it's never good. You want to pick good ripe grapes, but at a very good time. Because you need to be very reactive, very fast. You don't want it to be too ripe. Back in the days, it was never a problem to be too ripe in a way. But now everything could change very, very fast. So we need to be on top of it and really pick at the right time. Especially for the white, I will say. The red too, but especially for the white.
여기 여러분들이 제일 궁금하시는 장르샤브의 올드 빈티지 와인들이 여기 있습니다. 제가 2015년에 왔을 때 여기가 굉장히 새로운 셀러였는데 지금 많이 바뀌었네요. 이제 곰팡이도 좀 피고.
자, 이번에는 2023 빈티지에 생산된 펠리아입니다. 방금 전에 테이스팅한 2025 빈티지와는 어떻게 다를까요?
살구, 아카시아, 힐포치라든지 배 근데 컬러가 안 보여서 23?
23, yeah. Yeah.
Could you explain about the 23 vintage?
No,
Yeah.
23, I would say, is more of a normal vintage, except that we had a heat wave at the end of the season. So what happened is the vines kind of shut down.
Okay.
You know, which was good, but depends on which vineyard we're talking about. Hermitage did great because when the vine shut down, the grapes were already kind of ripe. They were ripe. So actually, which means that at the end it was good because we had we kept the acidity, and you will see the wine in 23 are pretty friendly, very open, very pleasant. Kind of a very charming, soft vintage that I don't think is the type of the vintage that will shut down, just like 22 did already,
Okay.
you know, because of the tannins. You will see for the red, it's very soft, very beautiful. It's very pleasant vintage.
2023 빈티지의 에르미타주는 장루이 샤브시의 말씀처럼 아주 훌륭한 퍼포먼스를 보여주었습니다. 참고로 레호쿨에서는 주로 화이트 품종인 마르산느와 루산느를 재배하고 극소량의 시라도 재배합니다. 그와 달리 펠레아는 화이트 품종인 마르산느와 레드 품종인 시라 모두 재배하고 있습니다.
Let's drink something maybe a bit older for the wine.
지금 형님이 올드 빈티지 가져가셨습니다. 몇 년을 따실지는 모르는데 저렇게 셀러에서 그냥 보고 아무거나 가져오시네요. 샤브 형님 사랑합니다.
2001.
아, 2001년 에르미타주 구입니다. Did you remember last 2 years ago you visited South Korea and I opened 2001 Hermitage Hus?
Ah oui. You see?
2년 전에 오셨을 때 제가 에르미타주 후즈를 따드렸는데 블랑을 따주시네요. 컬러가 굉장히 노랗게 아주 잘 익어서
He's 25 years old. He's like you, the wines don't age like you.
형님이 립서비스도 해주시고 다시 생조셉을 테이스팅하러 가고 있습니다. 아마 2024 그냥 일반 생조셉과 아니면 블루 브랑땅도 같이 테스팅하지 않을까 생각합니다.
많은 분들이 도멘 장루이 샤브를 에르미타주의 왕으로 기억하시지만 사실 이 가문의 진짜 고향은 생조셉입니다. 샤브 가문의 뿌리는 1481년 생조셉의 바샤송 밭에서 시작되었기 때문입니다. 하지만 19세기 말 재앙과도 같았던 필록셀라의 영향으로 생조셉의 터전을 모두 잃고 에르미타주로 이주해 눈물겨운 재기를 시작해야만 했죠. 세월이 흘러 가문에 합류한 현재의 오너 장루이 샤브 씨는 잃어버린 가문의 뿌리를 되찾기 위해 생조셉에 버려진 언덕들을 다시 일구기 시작했습니다. 수십 년의 집념 끝에 기적적으로 재건에 성공해낸 밭, 그 역사적인 결실이 바로 지금 테이스팅하는 생조셉입니다.
That's the hillside above the flow, you know?
24?
Yeah. See, it's very good 24. It's fresh and tasty and
It's already wine. It's really beautiful. It's very impressive.
again, it's what I tell you, we don't know anymore what is a good vintage. You know, for sure it will be easy to say 25 is a great vintage. But actually, at the end, we don't know because it's all depend when you drink the wine. What the food you drink the wine with, what the people around the table is the moment,
Okay.
you know. But I think 24 is it's beautiful wine. You know, it's very it's very nice, very beautiful.
2024가 쉽지 않은 빈티지 정말 맛있습니다. 오, 감탄을 금치 않을 정도로.
So this one is called Bachasson. I don't know if you went up there. I'm sure we did. It's a very steep hill
아,
where my family started in a small valley.
yeah. The front of your house, near your house.
Yes.
Ah, yeah. I went there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is very granite-like, pure granite, very iodine, salty, inky almost, you know. So this is so much more about the tannins.
Yeah.
It's not a very friendly wine in a way, but it has a very beautiful definition.
이게 실하죠. 네. 피 냄새 나고 제대로 철분과 블랙프루트, 그다음 허브. 피니시가 오늘 밤 자기 전까지 갈 것 같습니다.
Because the Saint Joseph, they are not as, I mean, they're so beautiful wines, but Saint Joseph is not Hermitage. You know, Hermitage can stay in barrels for like 30 months, 24 months, up to 30, no problem. The Saint Joseph, I like to move them from small barrel into the food
아, 오케이.
after like 12 months. Sometimes. So the wines don't dry out, you know. This one is called Dardouille. So it's a hillside vineyard with granite but has a bit of clay mixed in. So it's more like black olives, you know.
굉장히 진하고 스트롱하고 샤브의 말대처럼 블랙 올리브라든지 그런 올리브 캐릭터가 굉장히 강하대요.
한창 테이스팅이 진행되고 있는데 반가운 얼굴이 등장합니다. 바로 장루이 샤브의 아버지 제라드 샤브입니다. 30년이 넘는 시간 동안 도멘을 위해 일해온 전설적인 인물이죠.
위아더 월드가 됐습니다. 고든 램지의 GM이 방문해서 중간에 보시면 제라드 샤브와 장루이 샤브가 함께 서 있는 모습을 저도 셀러에서 처음 봅니다. 앞에 보시는 제라드 샤브 형님은 올해 나이로 91살이십니다.
다음은 장루이 샤브께서 2023 빈티지의 끌로 플로랭탕을 준비해 주셨습니다.
2003 is good, very good, but I prefer 24.
No, but you're right.
Yeah.
No, I agree. 24 is it's been complicated all over, but I really think here it's better than average.
클로프랑당 그레스3인데 마시기가 굉장히 좋고 접근성도 좋고 really easy to drink, very accessible, but you know power with finesse. Yeah.
I think Saint Joseph always need to give a kind of a pleasure, you know.
2023 빈티지 끌로 플로랑탱 테이스팅을 마치고 장루 이샤브 씨께서 생조셉 2006 빈티지를 준비해 주셨습니다. 20년 전에 생산된 와인이지만 이렇게 셀러에 잘 보관해 두었다가 배럴 테이스팅용으로 사용하기도 하고 올드 빈티지 와인으로 판매하기도 합니다.
Very soft, elegant, with power. Yeah.
Exactly. But you see, pretty open. I don't think this wine will really shut down. No, what I like with this wine is wine in like a perfect world. That's the wine we should be selling right now. But we try to release a bit for restaurant because it's like you still have like it's 20 years, but it's still like it's still fresh, it's still young. It's not old yet, so you still have the fruit, but you have a kind of a patina of time, you know. So that brings the complexity, because the complexity is given by the terroir, but then is given by time. So you need time, and that's something we need to be better at, you know, is like either you need to drink to sell like a young Saint Joseph because it's so good now, or you need to sell like an older bottle of Hermitage.
이번 와이너리 투어의 마지막 순서로 네고시앙 와인인 장루 이샤브 셀렉션의 모든 끼배를 준비해 주셨습니다. 일각에서는 장루이 샤브 셀렉션은 도멘의 상업적인 선택이라며 아쉬워하는 시선도 있다고 합니다. 하지만 장루이 샤브의 철학은 결코 가볍지 않습니다. 1995년 시작된 이 네고시앙 브랜드에 담은 그의 진심과 깊은 고민을 지금부터 함께 들어보시죠.
Each wine from the domain to be the best wines. Okay, I don't like the idea of second wine because the second wine means it's not as good. It's not as expensive, it's not as good, it's not interesting. So, for the domain not to have to compromise it in his choice, we created the GL Chef Selection. And GL Chef Selection, for me, the idea is to make really good wine, very true to their site, where they come from, but also what is really important to me at a good price. So it needs to be quality, and price is very important. Are they the best wines? I hope the best wines are made by the domain. But the selection wines have to be very good, very true to their site, with no compromising. Okay? So actually all the grapes come from the domain. But we don't want them to be called domain. I prefer to declassify everything in a more négociant wine. But it's good. It's what I told you, it's like haute couture and prêt-à-porter. I want the domain to be haute couture, selection to be prêt-à-porter, but prêt-à-porter means it needs to be really good too, you know? It needs to be really good. Or it's the difference between the haute gastronomie and the bistronomie. And these wines, for me, the idea is the wine by the glass, bistro. If you just have one glass of Saint Joseph to drink for lunch, you drink the Ophiurus, and it will tell you so much about Saint Joseph. Is what is important, because again, we need to think about the youngest crowd, young people who wants to get into wine. We need to be fair, and we need to have very good wines, well priced. Very important to me. Because for sure it's all domain wines, except the Croze. It's a family from the guy who works for us, and his family owns a vineyard in Croze. and the Côte du Rhône. So what we've done there, we have both vineyards
Yeah.
to control the quality. That was very important. But like the Circa we are tasting now is all domaine grapes.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, yeah, it's important because it's farmed in a very proper way, but it's not a domain wine. So otherwise, it will be a white domaine Saint-Joseph, but it's not, because I think it's good, but we're not there yet to be excellent.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's really good. We work very hard, but maybe one day some of these wines will be domain wines. Problem, if it comes domain wines, the wines will be more expensive. And
Yeah.
I really want these wines to give something to the market. You know, we need to also give to the market. So sometimes my dad, he say, "Oh, it's too good to be." I say, "It's too good," but yeah, it's good to be too good. You know.
Okay, give me the last words.
No. No, just to say what is important to me
Okay.
with this wine is each wines need to be very true to the place. You know, like a Saint Joseph really needs to taste like a Saint Joseph. A Gros really need to taste like a Gros, and Hermitage really need to taste like an Hermitage. Which is like very important, is not to globalize things. Because sometimes it's what happened in the big brands. All the wines kind of taste the same. What makes the difference is like, I don't know, the brand, the price, or whatever. All these wines need to be very true to where they come from. And is what is important for me. So we work very hard to make these wines really good. So that's why most of the time we farm the vineyard ourselves, just to make sure the grapes are the best grape as possible. They might not be the best of the Grand Cru in their own kind, but they are really good for what they are, and is what is important. The domain will make the best of the best. It's a different way of looking at things, but I think these wines needs to be the perfect introduction to our region. And if you like these wines, then you will move up maybe, or maybe you will stay with these wines because they are really good.